This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego and welcome to another episode of AlexandraTV. This week's episode is all about how to become the best version of yourself. Well, actually, this channel is all about how to become the best version of yourself. My goal with AlexandraTV is to teach you how to become the best version of yourself and how to create the life of your dreams. But since we're about to begin 2016, a brand new year, I decided to make a short video on 3 different steps that you can take today, starting today, to become the best version of yourself. So 3 very simple and concrete steps that you can start using from this moment on. So without any further ado, let's begin. One of my favorite quotes, it's from Diane von Furstenberg. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. She says, "I didn't always know what I wanted to do, but I always knew the kind of woman that I wanted to be." And this can be for women and men also. I think that it's important to know the kind of person that you want to be. What do you want to do, how you're going to do it, that will come with time. It doesn't even matter that much. What really matters and what's mostly important is the kind of person that you want to be. So what I want you to do before we begin a new year is I want you to sit down with a pen and a paper, and I want you to write down a small paragraph of the kind of woman, or the kind of man, of course, that you want to be in this new year and really for the rest of your life. Who is that person that you want to be? I really want you to have that vision clear in your mind about who you want to be. And I want you to, every single day when you wake up in the morning, I want you to read that little paragraph to remind yourself the kind of person that you're striving to be and that you want to be in this new year. So who is this best version of yourself? Once you know the kind of woman or man that you want to be, well, I want you to every day do something that is aligned with that person. So what kind of decision, what kind of actions, what kind of choices, also what kind of routine, what kind of habits does that person have? The moment that you know the kind of person that you want to be, the moment that you have this very clear vision and idea of the woman or man that you want to be, well, you're going to be able to align every decision and choice that you make every single day with that person. So let's say if one of the things that you really want to be is you want to be a kind person, you really want to be kind and you want to be giving and loving to people. Well, maybe one of the things that you can do every day is just to pick up the phone and call a friend or a family member and tell them how much you appreciate having them in your life. Or maybe you can send them a card or something. Just a little small thing that you can do every day that will align you with that person that you want to be. Very often we wait to become or to have the things that we want or the person that we want to become the person that we want to be to start doing these things. But that's not how it works. You first have to start doing these things to become that person. And finally, one thing that I always mention here on AlexandraTV, because it's really so important if you want to become, of course, the best version of yourself, well, it's to learn, it's to grow, it's really to increase your value. Let's say in the A.V.A. Yearly Creator, I have a section called Growth. And in that section, well, I have different sheets and papers and PDFs where you can actually, let's say one of them is to study countries. So I encourage my students every month to study a new country, study the language that they speak, the gastronomy, what is the culture like, what is the capital, to know things about that country that you wouldn't have known if you wouldn't take the time to study it and to write it down, of course. Then there's other pages where it's for the legends in the world. So the people who have really left a mark in the world, people who have changed the course of history. So to study them and write a little small biography about them. And I think it's so important to grow and to learn. Very often we go to school, of course, when we're teenagers, well, when we're kids, when we're teenagers, then maybe in our 20s. Some people choose to continue going to school throughout their lives, but most people, they stop school around their mid-20s or late 20s, and then they're completely done with learning and growing. But that's a big mistake to make. There's so many things to learn in the world. So make sure that this year you learn new things every day. You can start learning about countries. You can start learning about languages. You can start learning maybe even new words every day. Take courses this year, courses to learn new things and just really to become the best version of yourself. It's so important. There's so many other little tips and tricks that I could share with you about how to become the best version of yourself, but this is what this channel is all about, really. So make sure you're subscribed and like that every single week, while you will receive new videos that will teach you how to become the best version of yourself. Also, this week on Saturday, the new series Alexandra at Home will begin. So make sure you tune in here on this channel on Saturday to watch the very first episode of Alexandra at Home. And of course, then next week, another episode of Alexandra TV and Alexandra at Home, and so on and so on. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel, because in 2016, I have brand new content and tips and tricks and topics to help you really become the best version of yourself and create the life of your dreams. I wish you a very happy new year, and I will see you soon. Did you like this video? If so, here's 3 very simple things that I want you to do. First of all, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to this channel because you get free videos every single week. So of course you don't want to miss that. The second thing that I want you to do is I want you to go on my website, AlexandraVillarroel.com, and subscribe also to my email list, because every week I send you content by email that you don't see here on Alexandra TV, but it's free content with coaching techniques, strategies, so you don't want to miss that either. And the third thing that I want you to do is I want you to share this video. Share it on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, email it to a friend, or even call a friend and say you need to go watch this. As Maya Angelou once said, when you learn, teach. So everything that you learned today, make sure you share it and you teach it to someone. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode of Alexandra TV. And until then, don't forget to love life, others, and yourself.